Alrighty, I'm gonna put this court into session. Mr. Buddha, you're being charged with first-degree murder. Now, I'm going to give the prosecution time to speak on whether they wish you to have a bail, and if they do, the amount, etc., etc. Then I'll give the defense time, and then after that, I'll ask questions myself. Then I'll go in the back and come to a conclusion. Okay, everybody understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and give it up to the prosecution.
All right, Your Honor. Due to the seriousness of the charge and the evidence that is available on the docket, I reasonably would request no bail, but if that is not applicable to this situation, then I believe the next step would be 25% of his assets, his bank account, the highest form of bail that we can get due to the seriousness of the charge. As you can see, there is tons of evidence. Obviously, I'm not going to go over any of it since this is a bail hearing, but there's tons of evidence on the docket, as well as tons of police reports. With all of that combined,
and we have a different definition of evidence, don't we, Adam?
But
I must stop you. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah, sure.
Is the contents of the case relevant in a bail hearing?
Nope. Yes and no. I mean, the charges and what we have currently is relevant, but I don't want to go obviously into details since it's not a trial.
But you did go into detail. You pointed out there was plenty of police reports and plenty of evidence, which is going into detail.
Right, Your Honor. I'm just pointing to the fact that it's not just simply a first-degree murder charge. I feel the state has sufficient evidence to push the charge, which is why I believe the seriousness of that should cause for no bail.
Right, but if I'm supposed to sit here at an unbiased fashion, right, and come to a conclusion of whether he gets released or not, but not use any of the evidence against him and making that irrelevant to the fact, yet you're bringing it up and using that as an argument to hold him longer or make his charges greater. You see the issue with that?
Yeah, I can see that issue. So I guess I will redact that and just simply state the seriousness of the charges. I believe there should be no bail.
Okay. Is there anyone else on the prosecution?
He just got obliterated.
On that?
We have one Gil Schultz outside who says he's Mr. Buddha's attorney. Mr. Buddha, is he your attorney?
Yes. He and I both would like to be here.
Okay, give me one moment.
Press for time, though. Yeah. Kyle basically made my argument for me. I was about to reference the docket.
I really want to point out the fact that their only evidence is literally hearsay.
Yeah, no, we won't get to that because he'll yell at us.
You guys mentioned that there was a safety
Yes.
well, I don't know anything about that. Just want to bring that up with him.
Morning, everyone.
Good morning, Gil. Or afternoon, or evening.
Whatever time it is. Appreciate y'all letting me in. Nice to see you.
So they're pushing for no bail,
Your Honor,
25% of his
there is
bank
also
account.
a safety
Wait,
issue
no
when it
bail
comes
and
to the
25%
witnesses.
of income?
No
for
bail
We were
or
asking
25%
for
of his
a
bank
Or
account.
25%. How much is that?
In the pretrial hearing that hasn't happened yet.
Probably less than I think.
It's also why we're asking for no bail.
All the witnesses are redacted. These guys are so stupid.
Yes, Your Honor.
I understand that. Okay.
Your Honor, I'd like to point out that
When
all
you
the
get
witnesses.
your time, you can point
All
it out.
Oh,
Is there anything else the prosecution would like to bring up?
I can't say that, by the way, but they are going to bring up, just so that you're prepped for a defense, they're going to say, well, he was there and he shot them, so he knows.
All right, Your Honor.
I know it gets to why the fuck
I'm
are
also
they
going to bring
redacting
up
the first-
possible flight risk as well. I'm just going to add
go
that
on.
to the table. Do you want me to go into detail?
Well, I mean, if you can say,
Damn,
this
they're
person's
really
a
trying
flight
for
risk,
anything here. Holy
no
shit.
reason behind why that person's a flight risk. It doesn't, it doesn't give me anything.
I know that he has access to both boats and planes, Your Honor. So I'll just put that on the
I don't
table.
own any
I don't
planes.
really know
She's
how much
lying.
detail you want me to go into, but I'll put that out there.
I literally own 0 planes. You can check the MDW there.
Okay.
Would you be willing to agree to bank monitoring?
Has Mr. Buddha ever been on a hut charge before?
Have you?
That's a good question, Your
We
Honor.
can
I don't know.
Nope.
Yeah, I'm unsure. I'll have to check on that. I wish we were more prepared, Your Honor, but like I said, we're not the primaries on this, so we're just kind of working with what they have. Do you mind if I check?
No, we'll just.
Yeah,
we'll
go
just
for it.
let
Like
them
I said,
look it
I do
up,
know you
because
guys
they'll
aren't
just
involved in the
default to
case in
the
any way, and I
cops.
do appreciate y'all being here and subbing in. So you know we'll take our time. It's fine.
Will you guys check the docket as well? Because
Wait, actually, I just realized. You said you have access to both planes, but he doesn't have a pilot's license.
I don't even have a plane, Adam.
Well, yeah, but you can't rent one without a pilot's license, can you?
I don't know.
So you'd have the same access as anybody else.
Your Honor, I'm just going to quickly run outside and grab my MDW.
Okay.
Sure thing.
unauthorized parking. Jesus Christ. Jaywalking. Hey, I did that. Yeah, so I'm going to say no, but we are unsure.
Okay, so he doesn't really have a history of jumping bail or anything like that.
We are unsure. I will say no, though.
Okay. So the witnesses, if Mr. Buddha is granted a bail, and I'm not, I'm not saying at the moment that he is, but let's say hypothetically he was, the witnesses, I would be able to grant a restraining order to keep him away from them, if that was the case. Do we know who they are?
Yes, but they're currently, currently due to the sensitivity of the case, all names were withheld until the pretrial hearing. So all three of us here don't know them, but the people who work this case know every single one of them.
Right. So, would Mr. Buddha know who they are?
No, sir. I do not know who they are.
It's a possibility from being there in the situation, yes, Your Honor, but there's no way for us on our side to say yes or no.
Yeah, the court documents are heavily redacted.
Because I mean, if you redact them because you're worried about their safety, but in the court documents, Buddha doesn't know who they are, then how can you worry about their safety if he doesn't even know who he's going after? If you think he's going to go after somebody,
it's a possibility that he does, simply because with the charge, we're obviously insinuating that he was there and he did do this. So
allegedly, I'd like to put that on the record. Allegedly.
Right.
Well,
that's what I'm saying.
The guilt or not guilt of the crime is completely irrelevant here.
Right. So we're insinuating he was there. We're also insinuating every single person that he saw there would be possible targets.
Okay. I'll be honest. I had a court case the other day. It was crazy. It blew my mind. I had a court case the other day where there was other people involved in the case that they were accusing of being part of it, and they redacted it in the court case. And
yeah, Mysterio. Good times.
Yeah, it blew my mind. Okay. Is the prosecution got anything else they'd like to add?
Anything else you guys want to add?
If we don't deny, if you do not deny bail conditions, we're asking for general bail conditions, which it's either, whatever the regular general bail conditions are, plus either 20% of his net worth as bail, or $120,000, whichever one is more.
How do you calculate net worth?
Yeah, that gets.
It's a good question, Your Honor. That's just how bail conditions are written.
Yeah.
I think he's reaching there, Your Honor.
That's how they're written.
That's how the bail.
You know how I figure out people's net worth? I Google it. You know, maybe like
Right.
Google what's Lang Buddha's net worth, because those that's the way you figure it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
You ever bought Google?
Well, net worth is
algorithms?
current
You gotta make it
money
come up
plus
with, like,
assets,
$5
right?
is your net worth.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have access to that, obviously. So I would
Right.
say just his bank account.
Yeah. So let's go to the
Lang Buddha
defense
still
side.
rich?
It's y'all's turn. I know you've been chomping at the teeth to talk. So what do you have to say?
Well, Your Honor, the prosecution is alleging that Mr. Buddha has much more access to ways to get out of the city than normal people, but he has no pilot's license. He has the same access to anything as anyone else. There's no reason to really put that into consideration, in my opinion. And the thing that actually separates him from normal citizens of Los Santos is how much he has here. He has probably some of the most involvement in businesses in this city. He is constantly working, constantly making sure things are running smoothly. He is very, very heavily invested in the city and constantly putting time in. He has no reason to up and leave compared to anyone else. And as you said, he has never fled in the past from any held until trial charges. I understand he hasn't had any, but there's no history of him being a flight risk or anything of the sort. And he really just doesn't want to be out in prison for several weeks. So he would stay true to his bail, Your Honor.
Okay.
Also, Your Honor, I have no intention of running from a case I know I'm going to win.
Well, I'm glad you're that optimistic. My question is, Mr. Buddha, how much money do you have to your name?
I honestly have to check.
Guessed about.
In my personal account, maybe like 300,000, 400,000, maybe.
Okay. With your permission, Mr. Buddha, we can give that a check if you would like. That'd be your personal, and it wouldn't be going through any of your transactions. It's just a balance.
That is fine, Your Honor.
Okay. Is there anything else the defense like to add in?
No, you pretty much kept all of it off there. Your Honor, I'd just also like to add, and I understand that this is your decision end of the day, but you did mention the likelihood of restraining order, and I know that those aren't something that we take very lightly in this city, but I believe if obviously the prosecution at no point is willing to kind of relinquish those names, we're happy to take that entirely. And also maybe to an extent, we could add on top of that a restraining order for the actual premise of the business itself if they consistently feel like there's any threat to that location. And I'm sure my client would happily agree with that.
What location is this?
That would be the burgershot, Your Honor.
Okay.
And
we don't
on
have
that
to go
note
into
of the-
details of what happened there. Just
Yeah.
the location of the burger shot, right?
But on that note, with the burger shot, the character witness for Lang Buddha is the owner of the burger shot, Dean Watson, if you would like to give him an opportunity to speak.
Well, I mean, it would be ultimately, whether or not he's restrained from going to there. If he does get a bail, I mean, that would be up to Dean. So, yeah, sure. Let's hear from him.
Sorry, what was the exact topic there? Whether I'd be happy to put a restraining order against him during his bail?
Well, I mean, it's you. So I want to get this straight. So the alleged crime happened at a burger shot, correct?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. And whether or not part of his bail conditions is he's not allowed to go to the burger shot, I would leave that up to the owner of the burger shot. And he's here, so I want to hear his thoughts on it.
Yeah, I mean, if that would help ease the minds of those people over there, then sure, I'm happy to do that.
Well, I'm not asking you to do that, and I'm not trying to solicit you to do that. I'm just this is up to you. Like, what do you want? It's your establishment. This happened at your establishment.
Oh, well, ultimately, I want the safety of my employees, but I'm going to be honest, Judge, over the last week or two, that place has been robbed and shot up about 400 times. That at this point, adding a restraining order.
Tell him you don't think I did it.
Would,
Speak to my character, Dean.
Not really change much in the grand scheme of things. Those employees are still in danger.
You gotta say that it's.
Well, I guess that's one way of looking at it, I suppose.
But ultimately, I don't believe Lang did what he's accused of, and for the sake of everyone, I still would happily put a restraining order against him on burgershot for the duration of his bail, if that eases people's minds.
And you see that nothing changed.
Yeah, I hear you on that. The defense have any other thing?
I don't do it. Kill.
Nope, nothing else.
No, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm gonna go in the back and figure this out. I don't really have any other questions. If the prosecution has anything they want to bring up, or anyone else, it shouldn't take me very long. There isn't a lot to go over, so I'll return.
Your Honor, I think Martell has something to say, but I don't know if she said no or
No,
something.
I said no. I'm fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna meditate real quick, guys. Real quick. I was gonna give a quick check on my mom while we wait. Okay, give me a second.
Me too. I'm also going to meditate at the same time as him, but I'm going to meditate harder. I'm meditating harder than him.
Was this court case closed?
I don't know.
Okay. I went in the back. I did pull up Mr. Buddha's bank record. He has $200,000 to his name. I'm going to grant him a bail. He has no flight risk in the past. He has showed no intentions of wanting to jump bail. I am going to make his bail 25% of his of the money he has, which would be a $50K. With that being said, I am going to set up restrictions for him to stay away from the burger shot. Yeah.
It's normally $125,000 or 25%, whichever's higher.
Trying to tell Jones how to do his job right now, sir.
To be fair, he is right. But...
Well, I'm going to do 25% of the money he has.
Okay.
I mean, to be fair, I don't have to even give a percentage, or I can let him on his own cognizance if I want to. Hell yeah. So it's going to be 25% of his income that he has in his bank, and it's going to be $50K. I'm going to set up restrictions for him to stay away from the burger shot. If he is caught on the burger shot property, he will be violating his bail, which would put him back under arrest, and he'll be held into his trial. I'm also going to set conditions of no felonies. So if he's charged or commits a felony while he's out, he's going to be violating his bail, and that's going to send him back to being held into his trial. I am going to allow misdemeanors and traffic violations and stuff like that. So, with that being said, does anybody have any questions?
Just one, Your Honor. Is that both burger shot locations, the main store and their booth at Dean World?
Any property owned by Burger Shot.
Okay.
All right. So the problem would kind of come. Let's say it's down at Dean World for something else. Is it just as long as he kind of maintains distance from the burger shot? That's okay.
Correct. Burgershot has property at Dean's World, right? But they don't own the whole pier, so he needs to stay away from Burgershot property.
Hey Dean, you want to sell off the burger shop?
Make it fucking bell for a fucking month.
Don't follow.
It's basically he.
Any other
Okay,
questions?
so we're just gonna go with a general. Just if
Don't
he
worry.
you just don't approach Burger Shot, correct? That way we don't
Stay away
get a
from
headache.
Burgershot.
Okay.
He
perfect.
can go to the pier if he wants to go to the pier. And I understand that Mr. Dean owns the pier, but Mr. Dean owns a lot of things. You know, he is prohibited to go to Burgershot. Stay away from Burgershot. Burgershot property. Don't go
Understood, Your Honor.
Burgershot and bother Burgershot.
All right, perfect. So we're going with 25% of his income, which is 50K. Restrictions: standing away from Burger Shot, no violent felonies, no felonies in general. Traffic violations and misdemeanors are going to be allowed, plus general bail conditions. Correct, Your Honor?
What do you mean by general bail conditions?
Hold on, I'll pull it up for you, Your Honor.
Okay, Dean. Rebrand Burger Shot. Just make it like a generic burger place on the pier, and then it's not Burger Shot property, and he can fuck with it.
Or Lang can just be a good boy for a couple of weeks.
True.
Yeah, we could just.
Oh,
have
yeah.
faith in-
Guys, I am a
in
good
Lang.
guy, guys. You guys have no faith in me,
I
really?
know. Look, I'm just making jokes. I have faith, Lang. You're a fantastic, good, and honest business owner.
Motherfucker, you know these charters are bullshit, right?
I know they are. You're a good and honest man.
It's all based on hearsay, Adam.
Hey, what do you think Lang's blood type is? I can't. I'm not allowed to talk to him. What do you think about Adam? What do you think his blood type is?
All right, Your Honor. It's on the tab for general conditions of parole, Your Honor. Any and all individuals who are granted bail and are released from custody pending trial shall enter into the below parole agreement. Basically, residents, you shall not change your place of residence without first obtaining permission from the court, including but not limited to the purchase of any new properties. 2, intoxicants, you should not drink or partake in any alcoholic beverages to excess. I'm just gonna keep going with that because that's a long one. 3, controlled substances, you shall not use, purchase.
I'm gonna scratch off the alcohol one. That's generally a parole or probation thing, not a bail thing.
Yes, Your Honor.
And I get they're trying to put that under one umbrella, but the whole drug test, no alcohol, that's always
Okay, we can
parole or
skip those
probation.
2, sir, Your Honor. That's
Okay.
fine with us. 4 is the weapons. You shall not possess, own, or carry, or have any control of any weapon, regardless of weapons licensing. Cooperation. You shall at all times cooperate with the court and the district attorney's office, basically unified police department. And your behavior should justify the opportunity granted you by this parole. Law and conduct. You should comply with all institutional rules, but you've also made the change that saying no felonies, but misdemeanors, traffic violations are fine. And number 7 is search. You shall submit to a search of your personal automobile by the court, any peace officer, or a duly authorized member of the district attorney's office at any time, day or night, without a warrant upon reasonable cause
Nope.
as ascertained by the court.
That's probation or parole. That's not for people that are presumed to be innocent, or for people presumed to be innocent. That's
Okay,
people
Your Honor.
that are already incarcerated and are held on probation and parole.
Yeah, Your Honor. Then the wording needs to be changed of that entire statute because it says general conditions for bail and parole.
Well, that statute is there for a judge to give the rulings based off of.
Yeah,
You know?
I'd like to point out it's general conditions and not the minimum requirements for bail.
So the conditions we're going to do is his conditions are stay away from burger shot, no misdemeanors. I mean, no felonies. That's it. That's the conditions.
Okay, and what was the amount again? I missed that.
50,000, which is 25% of what he has in his bank, which was what was asked.
Okay.
Okay. I guess I can take. You want me to take care of your fine, Mr. Buddha, or your bail?
Sure, Your Honor. Yes.
Yeah, make
Come on up here.
Kaio do it.
right, thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna stick around. I'll catch you later.
Your Honor, after this, you mind if I speak to you about something else? But you
Alright.
may potentially
Yeah.
be conflicted, so
Oh my god.
you can tell me to just shut up if that is the case.
Well, shut up.
You shut up.
I
Like
missed
that
you. I missed you so
come
much,
back
Gil.
And you bully Adam.
There you go.
Gil, I missed you so much.
So I get this money back if I don't break bail, right?
Can you give that to me outside?
I don't know. Probably.
Yeah, you do, Mr. Lang.
All right, Kyle, you okay? You sound a little under the weather. Everything okay?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
All right, well, thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Get the fuck out of here, boys.
Thank you for coming around on short notice, Kyle.
Yeah.
I am.
Okay, wait, what time is it? Okay.
Let's go to Burger Shot, boys.
You want to have a Buddha's free party at the Rooster? Get some advertising? Get some business?
Lang, grab your shit. Lang, grab your shit.
fuck
Wait
no.
here. Lang, grab your shit.
Mr. Watson.
I need 1 second, sorry.
Buddha, don't leave yet. Don't leave yet.
Yeah, it looks like he's.
Oh
got
my
one.
God.
Walking out.
I can't believe.
Lang, grab your shit here. Hey, what's up?
Yes, Mr. Watson. Told to contact you by Miss Jones.
Okay.
We were interested in perhaps, with your permission, perhaps with construction, have some wardrobe, well, a wardrobe, put in by Dee.
Hey, what's up?
Okay. Well, I guess
Later,
that's a big
boys.
problem then. Wow,
We do be out
that
here.
would've been more of a hassle.
Congratulations, Mr. Lang.
Hell yeah.
Yeah? Can't wait to go to trial based on fucking hearsay, you fucking pigs.
Come on, Lang.
It's like,
Yo, Bloodshed, you're
Take
insane,
a
brother.
graceful win. Come on.
he's paranoid.
Yeah, sorry.
Well, he wasn't
You're not
that
in
lying,
prison
but it's
anymore.
like he does to him.
Oh my god.
Look at Dana.
Look at them fucking speeding.
Hey, Dean, you know what's the greatest part about all this? They didn't
that?
check my investment account that has about
I
$5
know.
million in it.
Oh. I was ready to put like 1 or 2 mil up.
You want a hot dog? I'll buy you one. Or is that too
don't need
soon
a-
from prison?
I don't want a hot dog.
Oh, I was talking to Lane.
Oh.
Maybe the hot dog reminded me of bad memories, you know? You not driving? Prison.
Why would a hot
Let's take the car, baby.
They serve hot dogs in the canteen. You okay, Adam?
Wife's gonna make a hot dog for you tonight, bitch, because you're so broke, motherfucker.
Graceful win, Lang. Graceful.
Sorry.
50 grand. What a joke.
Jesus, what a joke. Go to the bank. I gotta check my accounts real quick.
Closest ATM or this way.
Well, I'm not really free, but guess
it's
I'm
better
free.
being inside.
You wanna go to Burger Shot?
But all right, we're not trying to. We don't want Lang. If you go back, you could wait forever to a fucking trial, all right?
No, I know. I'm just fucking around. But you know what we
Nothing we can
can
do
do,
about it
Dean?
that
We can build this fucking helmet now.
Oh yeah, Leslie went to bed though. Have to be tomorrow.
Yeah, but Leslie didn't even say hi to me or ask me if I was okay.
He did.
He doesn't care.
You shouldn't hear him.
Fucking cocksucker.
True.